Yes, hello, I am James Rowlands, and today I was scheduled to be with at WSC Dub, but due to circumstances outside my control, just, stay strong, don't let the bastards grind you down. Of course, like I say, the door is always open to the WR, but yes, unfortunately she will not be appearing, but today we are still going to bring you all the fun and games that you know for a Takeover Pre Show. Of course, we're going to run through the card, we're going to have the latest news, and in addition to that, have 3 classic NXT Takeover matches on the build-up towards NXT Takeover 30. I am James Rowlands, and today it's the WNR303. It's NXT Takeover 30, and it's the pre-show. Now, first and foremost, takeovers always deliver, so that should be a great one. And what better way to start than going back to the WNR 66 NXT Takeover Brooklyn 2, and in the main event, it was the NXT champion Samoa Joe face Shinsuke fucking Nakamura.
Everything about Shinsuke Nakamura is different, but it gets inside his opponent's heads, not to mention the most dangerous striker in the game.
If I want to be the champion, I have to be
the best. Something. Hosting
Shinsuke, congratulations on another impressive victory. I am incredibly pleased to announce that the main event at NXT Takeover will be Samoa Joe defending his NXT Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura.
Shinsuke Nakamura is an undeserving contender. When I wanted my opportunity at the NXT Championship, you made me jump through every hoop that you had. I had to battle and lay waste to everybody on this roster to get an opportunity to win this championship. And at TakeOver Brooklyn, I'm going to do the very same to Shinsuke Nakamura. That is, of course, unless I see Shinsuke before then, because he might not make it to Brooklyn at all.
I'm not hard to find, but Samoa Joe shouldn't worry. I will find him when I want to.
Nakamura is here! It's a volatile situation. And security getting in between Nakamura and Samoa Joe. Step into my world and you won't come. See how long you last with your match. Blatant disrespect for the champ by the king.
Oh, was this a game, man? What, you want to play? I'm going to beat the respect into you. You don't know what respect is. Shinsuke. You don't know.
If you want it, you gotta take it. And I got it. So come and get it.
There are no mind games when I'm choking you unconscious in the middle of that ring.
I am the NXT champion. I will destroy Shinsuke Nakamura.
I know he's scared of me. I will be NXT champion.
It is main event time, and it is Samoa Joe, the NXT champion, going against Shinsuke fucking Nakamura. We're hoping for a new champion. It's just, it's nearly 3 o'clock in the morning here now, so we're getting a little bit tired, but we're building for it. It's a match we'll be looking forward to, Dan. And how I've asked you how excited you are. And Dan, thoughts going into the main event now after the card we've seen, and what's left?
Well, judging by the rest of the card, it's got a lot to live up to. I don't know. I've no idea how it's going to go down between them, to be honest. I don't know if Shinzuki's going to meet matching Joe. It could well go down like that. You know, we have seen the dominant side of Joe of recent. You know, he's been making people pass out. And is Shinsuke Nakamura's confidence going to derail him, or is his confidence going to be the thing that pushes him over against Joe?
Yeah, I mean, are we going to see a different side if Joe has Nakamura unleashed like the monster? That we're going to see Joe retain. I mean, we've seen how angry he is in recent weeks, like you say, about the respect. And he's looking to take out Nakamura tonight. So, without further ado, let's have a look at the promo video between these two men. What a great promo video that was, Dan. Oh, hang on. I've got your calendar. Yeah, what a great promo video that was, Dan.
Yeah, and we see the history between Joe and Balor and Shinsuke and now Balor. You know, they both toppled the man who's been given the main event push. But Shinsuke managed to do it in one attempt as Joe took 3.
Yeah, that's true. So it'll be interesting. But Joe was arguing that it took him a longer road to hoe to be NXT champion. Nakamura's just kind of come in with one or two victories, as Joe said, and got the main event, whereas Joe thought he had to work harder. But I mean, it'll be interesting to see, like I say, how it does pan out. And a good promo. It's good to see them using, you know, the training and everything like that, taking it serious sports contest as well. Of course, in the crowd we see Foley, and that's the new show starting. We're going to watch out the W Network as well. Holy Foley reality show.
And Finn Balor as well, soon to be future Universal Champion.
Or not, is the case. We'll see what happens with predictions.
Well, predictions ain't going to choose it. It's going to be the match.
It's going to be the match Tuesday, but we'll see who gets it right with predictions anyway. But Balor's here, former NXT champion, like I said, been defeated by both men. And this is Lee England Jr. and he's playing, as we see, the violin now, and is a very special entrance for Shinsuke Nakamura. We haven't seen anything else before. We talk about it being the WrestleMania of NXT, and what performance. And as he plays, the crowd absolutely lights up. A special entrance for a special superstar. Dan, what do you think?
Fucking hell.
Nakamura makes his entrance.
And he does that indeed. It's quite the dramatic entrance. Quite the dramatic character though, you know. He's eccentric.
Yeah.
You know, it suits his character well, and I think it's brilliant.
He's just such a star as well. Nakamura has taken the spot. We talk about Finn Balor with his demon entrance.
You cunt.
Talk about Finn Balor being so... No, go on, Dan.
Well, I was just saying, do you think Finn Balor heeded the way for other wrestlers to make their dramatic entrance? I see, you know, like Bobby Roode had his descension from perfection, I suppose.
Yeah.
And Bailey had a inflatable flailing hand, guys.
I think it's might have been part. But you got to remember, like WrestleMania entrances has always been quite grand as well. And Balor brought it like demon, but it's just Nakamura's taken the place so well. You kind of forgotten about Balor, and that's not a, you know, that's not a bad thing to say, because Nakamura is just such star quality, and have an entrance like that when you think, oh, Nakamura can't really do anything special with the entrance, like Balor does have the demon, like to do that now is just, it's star quality as well by Nakamura, and the crowd sing along as well, and he is the firm favourite, and good performance as well by whoever I said it was.
John Jones.
Yeah, wait a minute, just because he's black. Samuel Jackson.
That was Denzel Washington, you cunt. Sort it out.
No, fantastic. We've never seen an entrance like that before, have we?
No, well played there by Will Smith.
Well played. His name's not Will Smith, it's Lee England Jr. I remember his name because it's got a country in it.
Junior.
So Nakamura makes his way to the ring. We see the crowds. We see the signs. Nakamura's a firm favourite here. And just so different as well. We have never seen anything like Nakamura. That's why we're such big fans.
Completely unique. He is the first ever.
He's the one and only Nakamura, yeah. And even though the streak is over for me at NXT events, my WWE pay-per-view streak is still alive. We'll talk about that at SummerSlam anyway.
That's completely irrelevant.
No, well, still, I still need to hold Saint dear. But there's still a chance, Dan, that you might not be the outright winner in this one. If Joe does win the match, then Jad will tie with you on predictions.
As long as I've snatched victory from your sweaty grasp and destroyed your streak, your beloved cherished streak that you have gone on. It's become a part of you since the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And yeah, I've just taken it. Like
Okay, yeah. And of course, main event as
we've
well.
still got a match to enjoy, and I've won it.
But if Nakamura wins, you'll get the perfect score as well. You'll get 6 out of 6, and that will prove, obviously, that it's better to have luck than judgment. So,
Always better to have a flashback. Always better to have a flashback.
Yeah, you pulled your. I took my lucky T-shirt off today.
The lucky red leather jacket.
Dan had a plan. He said to me, "Change your T-shirt," because he knew it was a Viola T-shirt. I will never make that mistake again, ladies and gentlemen.
Did I put that into fruition right away, James?
You didn't know. You just took your
Did I
time.
wait until the end of the last pay-per-view?
Like a poison.
And then the next one it started, I believe.
Did. You fucked me. You fucked me hard, Dan.
What are you wearing next pay-per-view, James?
I'm wearing the fucking... Oh my god. I'm not taking any chances. So Nakamura's spectacular entrance, and now we see the NXT champion Samoa Joe. And what an entrance.
And Shinsuke Nakamura's winning 1-0 in entrances.
Well, Joe doesn't need any fireworks, There's all fireworks going to go off now. He doesn't need any...
He just needs his big badass trumpet.
All he needs is his NXT championship and a towel around his neck to make his entrance. Just walking straight to the wing. Walking straight to the ring. And Joe is in control of his own destiny at the moment, but Nakamura is undefeated in his own right, and it's going to be a difficult job to stop him for Joe. But of course we want Nakamura to win. I've got Nakamura as well. Not that it matters, but we've been a fan of Nakamura since the very first day we saw him, haven't we?
Yeah, he's been a complete enigmatic. I don't know, he's just the way he's taunting Joe. I mean, look, he's laughing in his face and Joe's just getting pissed off. And then he relaxes back in the corner, slumped there, and just lays in it.
No, and he's got under Joe's skin as well. So like you said, psychological. But we talk about big fight feels, and this has definitely got a big fight feel about it, Nakamura and Joe.
But is an angry Joe a dangerous Joe?
It's the most dangerous Joe there is. But Nakamura's gone right into the lion's den and the lion in the bollocks. So we'll see what the lion does tonight. Introductions again. Lights down. Spotlight on Joe and Nakamura. The grandest prize in NXT. I mean, we've seen a hell of a tag team title match. So a hell of a women's match as well. Like I said, Dan, the expectations in this is top class, and it will be difficult to see a winner, but hopefully it's a classic. You know, I mean, Nakamura, main event of NXT for the first time against Joe, doesn't get any bigger or more exciting in this as an NXT fan at this point in time, does it?
It doesn't, no. It's the two main faces currently in NXT, going for the grandest prize in the game, and two completely different characters.
Yeah.
Built up a lot of heat, both highly regarded outside of NXT.
Yeah.
You know, the path they've chosen to get is completely different, but it's led them to this moment, and it should be an interesting match.
It's going to be killer. I mean, look for the stiffness as well. I mean, Joe and Nakamura aren't going to hold back in this one, and the crowd is singing along with Nakamura's theme song. And you can, on your one hand, you can count how many times fans have done that. Joe backing Nakamura off in the corner. That's not easy to say. And Nakamura and Joe, what do you think Nakamura needs to do to win this?
He needs to stay out of Joe's clutches, and I think he just needs to keep his high-paced, athletic kicks, and he don't want to get drawn in to Joe's submission game.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. Joe's submission in, Nakamura might not tap, but he could pass out. And we see already, exchanging kicks and then Joe slapping Nakamura. This might be the best Joe we see. I see the wrestling, we see a lot of Japanese style hybrid wrestling in here. Go for the cover and Joe fighting on top.
We've mentioned it before, they're going to the sort of MMA style, trying to grapple for position. Neither man getting the edge, but both men managing to fight each other off.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. There's such a realistic feel to it. We saw in the training as well in the promo video, like the NXT Championship. What it means to be, the champ, who has to be the best. What you need to go into it, and style is with these two, you could see a quick knockout if one of them connected with the big kick or something like that as well.
But if it's going to be a big quick out, you can see it coming more from Joe than you can Nakamura.
I don't know. I mean, Giacomo. It's Giacomo. Fucking hell. Nakamura. I mean, don't forget about his finisher. The bear with Kinshasa. 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 With that big knockout kick he's got, damn, you don't know what's going to happen.
True that.
And Joe working on the hand, trying to break the fingers. And you ever tried picking up your teeth with broken fingers?
I'm going to try. But you take away that hand, you take away Nakamura's strong striking ability.
And what you might see in here for the first time as well is that Nakamura had it not easy, not like Joe saying, I mean the Balor match is that, but he's going to be in a lot of trouble in this match, you know, he's going to be as much defence as his offence, so to speak, isn't there? As opposed to it all being Nakamura.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Nakamura's not going to have it easy. But then Joe's not going to have it easy as well. I think it's going to take a lot to keep Nakamura down. I know he's a lot smaller than Joe, but
yeah,
he's just got something about him that he's not going to give up easily.
No, but you got to remember Joe, like I say, he hasn't had the toughest opponents on the way here. Yeah, he had a good match with Rhino, but I mean, to go against a jobber like Mojo, it's not really fair preparation for Joe. I think it's really Regal again showing that you're not going to put him in a match with a proper wrestler, you're going to stick him in with that, you know. So I think Joe is a bit of a disadvantage. What? Mojo's a fucking jobber. I'm sorry, but I don't care how many kickoff matches he wins.
Alright.
I'm just saying, we're talking about real wrestlers now. We're talking about Joe and Nakamura, two of the best, and already each man very sweaty. But perspiration on each man already. Nakamura with a kick, but Joe dodging, and no man really having a great deal of success at the moment, are they?
No, both men are still looking quite lively. Neither of them's getting the upper hand just yet, but it's going to take a while to wear one down. I mean, both have got a lot of fight in them. We've seen it both against Balor.
Yeah.
You know, you see what they had to go through just to get him down, and these are the men that took him down. So
yeah, exactly. So this is going to be a tough fight. Nakamura now got Joe down in the corner, but Joe rolling to the outside. Wants to get some separation. Nakamura's not going to allow that, is he? Allow that. Oh, gets caught.
But Joe though, recovering quite quickly.
Yeah, pulls Nakamura to the outside. Now he's going to work on the jab and a striking of Joe. Do you think Joe's lost any weight since he joined NXT? He's not really kind of stayed the same size, really, hasn't he?
He has, yeah, pretty much. Do you think he could benefit from going down a dress size or two?
I think it wouldn't hurt. You know, I think Joe's build, it wouldn't hurt the Cats in the way he was either. And I think it might make a couple of people see him in a better light, you know. I know, because it's interesting. I think Balor did beat him twice at Takeover events, so it's not like someone must have decided at some point, oh, Joe's not going to be the guy, or, you know, they're worried about losing Balor, and then you have Nakamura coming in there.
But you give him some longish blonde braids, some glasses, and like a sumo belt, you got Rikishi there. And what happened to Rikishi?
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Came one of the greatest of all times. He was number one on the WNR303. I mean, who could forget that?
Exactly that, you know, you can't take anything away from him. I mean, if it weren't for that big bump he took in the Hell in a Cell, he wouldn't have got to where he reached today. Definite main event.
And that time he beat Owen Hart at WrestleMania for the WWE title as well. I mean, who can forget that? WrestleMania 22. What? Or 4 here, isn't it? If Rikishi's number one as well. But back to the match in hand, and Nakamura having some success on Joe. He's got him draped on the apron and they're hitting him with the knees.
Oh, Joe dodges it though, and Shinsuke goes right down to the ground and it's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. I mean, talk about his hand being worked over. The knee as well. A lot of strikes can go on there, and Joe's going to go flying.
Oh, throws his whole body through the middle rope there and just shoulder barges Nakamura, and if that was on the inside of the ring, he would have got a free count.
Yeah, I mean, Joe is in control now, but we've seen a lot of men flying through the middle rope tonight, but not someone that big in the impact. I mean, Joe nearly took out the front row.
Definitely moved that barrier a few metres up.
Yeah, let's keep on sucking. And Joe throws Nakamura back in. Is he going to go for the pin now? Could have him. Well, we don't know. The impact, you said. And he's going for the cover. Oh, kick out. I think the first sustainable kick out that we've had on a night that has featured so many classic kick outs. I mean, no, unbelievable. No, it's Nakamura with the knees, but Joe cutting them off.
Oh, some big high impact moves there from Joe, following up by a big elbow.
Oh.
And a close 2 count, but a kick out.
Joe can't get the job done, but he shouldn't get that frustrated. He knows it's going to take a lot to keep Nakamura down. Nakamura is, excuse my language, but a tough son of a bitch.
Language, James.
Sorry.
There's young children present, and that's your girlfriend, but...
Oh, you're just upset because she dumped you.
Jesus Christ,
goddamn kid, this fucking t-shirt will burn it. So Joe standing over Nakamura now, looking down at him. Oof, big kick in Joe. Big kick in Joe now. Submission again. Trying to get him, couldn't get him in properly. Tries it at the other side. And Joe having a lot of success in that moment. Joe's having a lot of success against Nakamura. Are you surprised?
I'm not really, no, because that's Joe's kind of tactics. He can take a bit of a beating. And, you know, he's good at wearing a man down.
Yeah, and like I said, Nakamura's going to sustain punishment if he does want to become an NXT champion. But Joe at the moment just working on the arm and the neck. He's got him in all sorts of bother. But Nakamura managed to get to the middle rope.
Brilliant ring awareness.
Just looking down on him like, oh God. And the fans firmly behind Nakamura. I think it's the only match of the night where they've gone for who they should have gone, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Joe Nakamura and Joe again with submission. And a confident look in Joe's eyes.
He's starting to look a bit more confident as he's wearing his opponent down, but as you say, it can only take one big kick from Nakamura and Joe's lights have been switched out.
Yeah, and Nakamura trying to build some momentum back in the match.
And we know that Joe's not invincible, but
yeah.
Nakamura so far is.
Exactly. Oh, fucking hell.
That always goes for you.
I didn't go for Nakamura then, trying to fight out, and Joe just completely took his leg out.
Oh, powerbomb.
And Nakamura, no, he gets up, but Joe's not stopping.
Boston Crab.
He's got Nakamura in all sorts of pain. Oh, Joe switches it.
STF.
He's had Nakamura 3 moves in 30 seconds. And Nakamura not near the bottom rope at the moment, inching closer.
Crossface next.
And yeah, he's got it in. Called it. Joe, he's got him in the crossface.
Not only is he going to get a perfect score, but he's going to get a perfect answer. What he's going to do.
Nakamura fighting out the submission and go for the pin on Joe. Rolls him up and then hits him with a vicious kick.
Oh, he's managing to get some separation from the big guy now.
Yeah, if only it's a couple of seconds, he's managing to get his breath back. And Joe responded with a big kick to Nakamura, but Nakamura seemed to like that. Ooh.
Oh, Joe ducks one of the kicks, but puts his head right into another.
Well, yeah, the right won't hit you, the left will. And again, both bent down now, and it's been a tough fight. And I tell you something with NXT events, for me, but I know it is 10 past 4, whatever the fuck it is, they do go quickly when I'm watching them. Do you know what I mean?
Past 4, 20 past 3.
20 past 3. But they do go quick when I'm watching them. When I'm watching the matches, they seem to go a lot quicker. Sometimes with W pay-per-views, I know I shouldn't say it, sometimes it seems it goes a little bit longer. Do you know what I mean? Some matches.
Yeah.
Whereas with NXT, I don't find any problem with that.
But I think these matches are longer, but they're better. The quality's better. You know, it tells a better story. You know, again with these two, you know, there's been no.
Thank you, Dan.
There's been no definite advantage. You know, it's been one man working the other down, and you know now it's Nakamura in control.
Well, Nakamura's come back with a big kicks and he hit Joe with a top right turnbuckle move. It looked like he was going to go for the back suplex, couldn't get it done, and Joe catches him now.
With an inverted atomic drop and a big boot to the face, taking Nakamura down.
We're going to see a senton.
Following it up with a senton.
Yeah.
But Nakamura expertly had it scouted and rolls out of the way.
He does, and now he's got Joe. It's like
a front face lock.
And what's Nakamura going to try and do now with him? I think he's getting up for easily. He's just trying to choke him out. I think Nakamura's so strong. Well, Joe's
even stronger and manages to take Nakamura over, but Nakamura takes Joe out from behind and a brutal knee smash to his head.
Fuck it now, and Joe trying to cover up, but he's not going to get much protection there in the second one.
A third. Nakamura's opening it up now.
Nakamura, Joe, thinking, fucking hell, stop getting hit by that knee, please. And Nakamura,
gets caught by Joe and he just takes him down with his one arm.
And he does the standard STF there. Nakamura slams to the bottom, and he is in deep trouble now. Samoa Joe looks like he's had enough. Might be challenging now.
Going to put him in the corner for the muscle buster, perhaps.
Well, that's what won Joe the NXT Championship. Can he hit Nakamura with this? Naka fighting out. Nakamura knows what's on the line. So does Joe. Oof.
Oh, and Nakamura fights out with a drop kick from the second rope.
That boot right in Joe's face. Both men down again. Unbelievable here. Proper. It's not even a drop kick. It's like a proper ninja kick in it. The strikes Nakamura comes up with so innocent.
They're so innovative, aren't they, James?
They really are, Dan. I nearly called you Dad then. They really are.
So like some.
Aye.
You can suck my cock later.
Aye, I will, and I'll swallow it again. And they're going forearm after forearm. Tastes like mum. Forearms. Forearms, yeah, and he punches Joe with a combination, but Nakamura fights back. Then Joe, I think Joe's got the advantage here.
Oh, turns Nakamura inside out with a strong right hand.
Joe, power of the punch. Nakamura struggling to get to his feet. Fucking hell. Oh.
And a discus clothesline, but he gets caught in the armbar by Nakamura, but Joe managing to block it so far. Go on, son.
Oh, Nakamura trying to get it in. Joe's in big trouble.
Go on, Shinsuke. Break that grip.
Well, Joe's trying to keep his hand locked, stop it being extended. That's why Nakamura's trying to fight it.
Oh, managing to get some separation, but Joe turns it over.
Yeah, Joe's on top. Oh, went for the pin, but Nakamura managed to get shoulder up. Now Joe turned it into a
Texas
lovely, yeah. Brilliant by Joe catching Nakamura in about 10th submission move he done on him.
Oh, Joe loves his submissions.
The Samoan submission machine he is. That's not easy to say either.
Samoan submission machine.
Yeah, say that 5 times really fast.
Samoan submission machine.
Joe trying to catch his breath and he's going to look for the Kikina clutch. No, just a sleeper at the moment.
When does a sleeper between he wraps a grapevine? I have insertion, you're going to get raped.
And Nakamura trying to fight out of it. Does so. I can't say that word.
Rolls Joe over his shoulder.
Oh.
Runs straight into a big knee. And is that it? And
oh, kick out. And Joe looked like he had that one. He did.
Oh, now he's got the Kikina clutch. Now he's got the Kikina clutch locked in.
He has, and Nakamura's in big trouble. Just nearly got knocked out by that knee, and now submission. He hasn't got the legs hooked in properly, and Nakamura can escape. Just
close. He's managed to worm his way out of every single submission Joe has to offer.
Well, his luck might run out soon. But look at the replay of the knee. And Joe is showing why he is so tough. And look at the forearms afterwards.
I think the crowd is in a stunned silence. They're just like, fucking hell.
They can't believe what's going on between these two men, the stiffness of it all.
But Joe's got Nakamura in the corner for another muscle buster attempt, but Nakamura's fighting out of it.
And we saw what he done earlier now with a big kick. Trying it again, but Joe...
It's too strong for him.
He's not giving up this time, is he? Chops on the headbutt.
But Nakamura's fighting back just as much.
Oh, trying to go for the big suplex from Joe. Oh!
Belly to back and he just turns Joe inside out.
Oh, Joe lands on his head. And Nakamura now might be looking for the big kick.
This could be it.
And the fans know what's going on. But Joe...
Snap suplex by Orton. By Orton? Snap suplex. Snap suplex.
Power slam.
Power slam by Samoa Joe. Snap suplex. Power slam there by Joe.
Part of the wrong move and the wrong wrestler.
Wrong move, wrong wrestler.
Come on, it's nearly 4 o'clock in the morning here. And Joe, like we said...
Brilliant at SummerSlam.
Joe got... Well, funny if John Orton hits a snap suplex, you'd be like, Joe with a power slam!
NXT.
And Joe with a power slam there on Nakamura. Thought it was it, but kick out.
And
now he's got him in a corner with the combinations. He's going to try and finish it now. Nakamura will not stop.
He fights out of everything, but Joe with a step up kick there.
And I don't think he can fight out of that. Don't think he can. He's got him up. Muscle buster.
Oh.
Hits it.
This could be it.
Joe Retaino!
Kick out.
Samoa Joe thought he'd retained his NXT Championship, but Nakamura kicks out.
With a last breath gasp, I kicked out with him.
Fucking hell, Nakamura's fight got left in him. Joe thought he had the job done. And the fans chanting Nakamura's song, trying to keep him in it. I don't think Joe can believe it. Uh-oh, second muscle buster, it will be all over for Nakamura.
No, he's going to roll out of it. Land over onto his feet, get a kick.
He's caught. He saved himself.
Boom! Running knee.
He hits a big kick. And this could be it. No.
Kick out.
Joe kicks out. No, Nakamura kicks out.
No, Joe kicked out.
No. Yeah, Joe
with a big kick.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, James.
Alright.
Wrestler.
Right. Nakamura with a big kick, and I thought that was it, but Joe did manage to kick out. And Nakamura, what's left in the tank for both men, each hitting the finishes on another. Nakamura, second rope now. And he kicks him in the back. And this could be it now. Are we moments away from a new NXT champion?
Go on, Shinsuke. Big kick to the face.
Sabi, 1, 2, 3. And Nakamura is the new NXT champion. What a moment here.
Fucking hell.
Nakamura. Unbelievable scenes tonight. And look at the crowd going absolutely mental. And Nakamura is the new NXT champion. I mean, unbelievable, Dan. I mean, what
Unbelievable,
reaction.
Jeff.
What did you think of the match?
That was fucking brilliant, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought Joe did have it towards the end there, but Shinsuke come back, won it, and yeah.
Quite unbelievable. Both men equals throughout, each hit the finish on each other, but Nakamura just managing. He's got that more in the tank in the end, didn't he? Fighting out the Muscle Buster. What was it like with the first Muscle Buster? Did you think that was it?
I thought that was it, and I thought he was actually going to hit the second one, but luckily enough, Nakamura managed to wiggle out of it, hit him with the kick.
Yeah. And then you thought it was Phil new champion then?
I thought it was over then, but Joe managed to get him up.
And then finally we see Joe get kicked to the back of the head, and then the big knockout kick. Kinshasa. Kinshasa.
What a match that is to start us off here. And like I say, 2 more classic matches to come. But let's start with a bit of news. And we start with Sonya Deville. And we're getting details of the kidnapping attempt on WWE superstar Sonya Deville. And it shows just how much danger she and fellow wrestler Mandy Rose were actually in. According to court documents reviewed by the Times, Deville gave her account of what happened over the weekend when a South Carolinian man travelled to and broke into a Florida home in an attempt to kidnap her. She wrote in the documents that a home security system went off at 2:41 a.m. She woke a friend who was staying in the house, identified in the documents as Mandy Rose. She then went to check the door and the alarm was triggered. She said a man later identified as Philip A. Thompson II on her patio. Deville yelled to him, "What you doing? What do you want?" When she got close and the two made eye contact, Deville could see top spray and a knife. And that's when I realised this person was not here to rob me. He was there to hurt me. She alerted Rose, and the two ran to the garage and drove away from the house. They called 911 and the police arrived minutes later and arrested Thomas. The defendant admitted that his intention was to take Sonya Deville hostage by spraying her with pepper spray, blinding her with hands and zip ties and wrapping duct tape around her arms to prevent her from fighting back. He intended to keep her hostage, prevent her from attending SummerSlam the following week. Now, I tell you something, this is a fucked up story, and we're seeing this more and more, and I think this is the whole kind of thing as well about what's real and what's not with a character. And this guy obviously had a fascination with Sonya Deville, and it turned deep, dark, and dangerous. And we've seen it on Twitter with people, going to someone's home address or something like that. That is just not on. The whole point of a wrestler outside should be treated as a normal human being, and he wouldn't do that normally. I'm now where everybody's, under surveillance 24/7, it seems. I just think it's a little bit unfair. I think it's got to be divided. If they're there at the shows, or if they're there at, autograph signings, I think that's fair. But I think we've seen it before with certain wrestlers, when you meet them in a toilet or when they're out with a family, I think there's a certain decorum to it, and it's just really, really scary that luckily Deville managed to survive it. Like I said, at the moment, she's kind of one of the most consistent performers on SmackDown, and the match with Mandy Rose should be absolutely brilliant. Of course, tomorrow night on the WNR, we're going to bring a very special SummerSlam 2015 to 2020, and looking at the past 5 years of the event, of course, building up to the 2020 event, and I feel Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, hair versus hair, will steal the show. We'll move on to Chris Jericho, and of course, COVID-19, he's held gigs and certain things like this, and he shot back at the response after reports came out that COVID-19 cases had been tied to the Sturgis rally that Fozzy performed in the area. Earlier this month, he garnered some criticism online. He performed in North and South Dakota as well as Iowa. During it appeared they were not social distancing or wearing face masks, and it says that there's at least 7 new cases in the Nebraska area and have been tied to the rally. And the event drew more than 460,000 vehicles, and that's many may have transmitted the virus to other attendees. 15 Minnesotans are contracted with the virus after being exposed at Sturgis, and they expect the number to grow. After a fan tweeted a report, at least 7 new cases, and tagged Jericho. Jericho said 7 cases out of 450,000 people. I mean, what's the problem with that? I think the problem with that, Jericho, is that it should have been 0, really. And now AEW bringing back fans. And this is not a shot at AEW or anything like that. But I feel at this moment in time, especially still in England, and especially where it is in America, it is crazy to start trying to bring fans back to events, especially when the virus is not gone. A lot of people think it's disappeared. And second wave is just round the corner if people don't adhere to all these things, Another interesting news story, Brandy Rhodes as well. She's left Twitter and on why AEW Women's Division is on YouTube. Fans speculate she left Twitter because of feedback. Of course, Heels, which was going to be a community for female fans, has had a lot of backlash. She said, I just think right now there are other things that need my attention a lot more. I'm focusing on Heels, which Friday we had our first members-based event. It was extremely successful. It's nice to come together in a community of women that really appreciated and enjoyed it. My energy is going into the Women's Tag Team World Cup, which would be really nice. And now, hopefully, we'll be able to show ourselves on AEW. And I think the thing about Heels as well, which is interesting, is, it's a double meaning, isn't it? You know, of course, Heels as bad guys. And then, of course, just with women. Is it the right name? I don't know. Is it the right thing? I mean, if it's successful, then people say, why have we not done it sooner? And finally, Buff Bagwell, former WCW and WWE star Marcus Buff Bagwell, was hospitalised on Sunday following his involvement in a car crash. According to a report filed by Cobb County Police Department in Georgia, Bagwell lost control of his Chevrolet while negotiating a turn. He then crossed a median, hit a metal fence, and finally collided with a freestanding bathroom at the Cobb County Transit bus station. He was transported to the hospital with serious injuries and expected that he was impaired by prescription medication at the time of the crash. And again, this is horrible to see. We've seen this before with certain wrestlers and their substance abuse and trying to kick the habit. Of course, Buff Bagwell, I mean, you can maybe laugh at the story, but again, it's a serious thing when you think about duty of care as well. What can WWE do? Probably not a lot. And it's a lot of people who are fans of Buff Bagwell that hopefully he can get back on the right track. All right, so we'll move on to our next match. And this was August 18th, 2018, and it was NXT Brooklyn 4, the WNR303, and it was a last man standing match between Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano.
That's why you won.
After Takeover Chicago, after beating Johnny, freaking wrestling with my hands cuffed together, you're damn straight, I knew I was the #1 contender.
Alistair, boy, you have something that I want.
You know better than anyone what the NXT Championship means to me. Because even after Chicago, you knew you could twist the knife even more.
Johnny, just like you were ready to replace me,
I knew I couldn't let you win.
Wait a minute! Johnny Gargano! Whoa! Johnny Gargano, what the hell?
He didn't mean to do that!
boy,
Oh my God!
I replaced you.
No!
Oh my God!
Tommaso Ciampa is NXT champion. Because of me.
All it took was one moment. That changed NXT.
This is my NXT now!
Never in a million years did you think the Gargano fairy tale ended like this.
This is not your NXT! Not while I'm still breathing!
Johnny Gargano loses. I win.
The only reason he's NXT champion is because of me!
I guess you're right. The only reason he's NXT champion is because of you.
Look out, please.
Alistair Black has sustained substantial injuries. And while Alistair is no longer standing, two men are. So in the main event for the NXT Championship, it will be Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa in a last man standing match.
From an unsanctioned match in New Orleans to a street fight in Chicago. Have I given everything? Not yet.
Understand the real story here. This isn't Johnny Gargano's fairy tale. This is about me. It's about the main event.
The greatest sports entertainer of all time!
I got one more shot. And everything is said and done in Brooklyn, I will be NXT champion. And I will be Johnny wrestling again. I got one more shot to achieve my dream. Not just become NXT champion, but to stop Tommaso Ciampa.
This is my proof. Takeover Brooklyn will be my ultimate moment.
I'm gonna do whatever it takes to make sure Tommaso Ciampa does not leave Brooklyn, the NXT champion.
So the build-up to this match has been something quite incredible. Probably the greatest story NXT has ever told. You have to go all the way back when these men first came together as DIY, back as a tag team, you know. And what a great tag team they were. We're talking about the tag team division NXT at the moment. DIY really brought it wars with a revival and Authors of Pain. And finally, it was their moment at NXT Takeover. But after losing, Ciampa decided to attack Johnny Wrestling and try and take him out. Ciampa was out injured for a little while. Gargano never really got over the hump of Ciampa. And then when Ciampa returned, this story really, really heated up with a takeover match. It was quite incredible between the two. Match of the year candidate with Gargano coming out on top. And then we thought we couldn't raise the stakes any higher. And we saw a different side to Gargano. Well, that was a non-sanctioned match first time round. And then the kind of no disqualification match second time round with the ring being exposed, being DDT'd on that. All the while, a story being told in the matches of like those together in the Cruiserweight Classic, and then what happened during the match as well with the attack, with the arm round the shoulder, the crutches being used. And then the NXT title came into play because Ciampa challenged Black, and thanks to Johnny Gargano, he admits to it, the belt shot to the head, costing him the title for Ciampa to win. Gargano was incensed, and so was Aleister Black, rightly so. Black mass kicking Johnny Wrestling to teach him a lesson. And then, of course, Black was found unconscious in a parking lot. Gargano was added to take over a match which was triple threat, and that turned into just a singles match, but not just a single match, a last man standing. So not only have you got who attacked Aleister Black, why was he taken out, but now you've got Ciampa versus Gargano for now the high of NXT, the championship, in the last man standing. It's been incredible. The build-up, the story leading into it, and I can't wait. Dan, what are your thoughts on it all?
If this is half as good as the last two matches that these two guys had, which, you know, my expectations are up there with it, I think it is going to be an epic encounter. And will it be the end of these two guys? I doubt it. I think they're going to be fighting. One of them's either retired or, you know, out of it for good.
Yeah, I do see that as well, you know. They could expand it now with Last Man Standing. But I think it all down predictions. And I know predictions go into this because I think a victory for this guy tonight can extend the feud a little while until we get a final, you know, defensive winner to the feud. Who have you said I've gone for in this, even though it doesn't matter now?
I said you've gone for Tommaso Ciampa.
The last, twice before, I have gone Tommaso Ciampa in this match to be NXT champion. Dan, I'm 4 out of 4 with guessing your prediction at the moment. There's a bonus point on the line as well, isn't there?
There is indeed, yes.
So your one's quite important. I think you've gone for
Johnny Gargano.
And who have you actually gone for?
And not a new champion, Tommaso Ciampa. James, I hate to say, but you called it correctly. When I wrote down your predictions, I actually wrote down mine. So, you know, you was hoisted by your own batards.
I know. But 4 out of 5 for yours ain't bad, is it? Do you know what I mean? Considering.
But it's not perfect, and that's what gets you the extra point, I'm afraid.
And what it also means that, again, we draw when it comes to an NXT Takeover. Neither of us, well, we both get NXT Takeover points overall, go 3 points all. And it will go to Survivor Series to find out if we can actually have a winner for that. But listen, why have you gone Ciampa in this match?
I don't know. I really don't know. I honestly don't. I don't know. I think Tommaso Ciampa such great work as a heel, and I think fans are getting behind him as a heel. You know, with Johnny Gargano, I think, you know, a loss here might make him snap.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. I think one of the reasons I've gone Ciampa for is because I want Johnny Gargano to eventually win the NXT title from Ciampa. I think it's too soon for this one now. So I think a last man standing match, you can have him lose without having that pinfall or submission. I think that matters, or even a draw, do you know what I mean? That could be cool. And I think with Ciampa, with the NXT champions, usually hold on for the title for a little while. I think Samoa Joe had the shortest reign, and that was after, or Nakamura had the shortest reign, that was only after winning it for a second time. First time champions usually get an extended run. So I expect Ciampa to retain the title tonight. The other thing I love about Ciampa, he comes out to absolutely no music and he's hated. We've seen with Dream and EC3 They were kind of chinny. The same with Ricochet and Adam Cole. We're not getting this here. They absolutely hate Ciampa. What makes him so detestable, Dan?
His cowardly actions, the way he's gone about business, and the fact that he doesn't care that people hate him as well. I think that's, he has no response. He doesn't barter with the crowd. He just says, this is me, this is who I am. You've made me who I am, Johnny Gargano. You fuck things up for DIY. You've put me down this dark path. You're to blame for this. I'm your demon. I'm going to be the thorn in your side.
And maybe he's going to prove that here tonight. He said he was the most dangerous man in NXT. He said he was going to win the NXT title, and that was before he went away for his long injury. Ciampa's come back and proven that. The black heart of NXT, of WWE, coming out here with no conscience. He just wants keep hold of what's his now. He'll take out Aleister Black, Gargano. He'll forget, he'll use Candice LeRae if it can get into Gargano's head. Gargano has changed. We have seen this change from him. Like Kari's saying, will it be the killer instinct that finally brings him NXT gold, or will it be a step too far and actually play into Ciampa's hands? I think this one, I honestly don't know what to expect here, but I'm expecting the unexpected, if you know what I mean by that. I think this will see something incredible, and I don't know what yet as we get the announcements for this big. And Johnny Gargano, Venom top there, you would say, coming out here with a vest on.
Yeah, it's slightly different. It's not his stoic look face on his vest. But, another thing that I think makes Ciampa great as a heel is he posted a picture of his new T-shirt. He said, new merch, buy it, don't buy it, I don't care.
Well, that's great. But Gargano has started this during announcements, attacking Ciampa, taking him down the corner, stumping a mud hole. Ciampa can hardly get his jacket off, and Gargano wants to put him away early going. And you talk about Rock and Austin in feuds, just the way the chemistry is in the ring between these two. When they both trade blows, it is an incredible thing to see. There is so much fire. And speaking of which, Gargano just hit a Lufez press just to make my point perfect. As Ciampa gets back into the corner, Gargano is not stopping in the early going up in the corner.
Just windmilling in with some punches to the back of Ciampa's head.
The thing about Ciampa and Gargano as well, which tells a perfect story, is that their matches are extensions of their other matches. As Ciampa throws Gargano on the apron, tries to DDT him to finish it, Ciampa kicks him off somehow. They've started really quick in this as Gargano runs back in. Ciampa's got Gargano though.
Double underhook, but backslide. Ciampa comes charging in, he gets thrown to the outside. Is Gargano going to go flying? No, he just baseball slides out.
Oh.
And gets caught by Ciampa.
Well, that was nice by Ciampa sending him the steps. I mean, you could play this one right after their last match, and it would make perfect sense. They don't start off, trying to fill each other out or slowly scientifically, do they? They're straight
they
out.
know what each other feels like. Not in a homoerotic way, but just, they've worked together. They've had this feud now for a few months, 4 months now.
They've had this feud for about 2 years now, yeah.
I mean the feud. They've been together. Well, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the whole story. I mean, Ciampa beat him down about a year and a half ago at NXT Takeover. And like I say, Ciampa's injury might have taken it away, but it's actually come back and it's been a perfect time. If we consider Aleister Black's injury, and yeah, it is a bit of a miss on the card, to have this storyline that you can play in its main event makes Ciampa try to get Gargano on the stairs, and he blocked it, sends him into barricade, but those stairs were exposed, and they must weigh at least 300 pounds.
Oh, Ciampa's head's gone bright red already. But, don't forget that Ciampa's beating Gargano with his hands tied together.
Well, this is the thing. Tied behind his back, and he got the job done. And I think that's what the kind of level of punishment we're going to see in this one here tonight. As Ciampa staggered, walking around ringside at the moment.
Throws him back first into barricade. And now Ciampa's going to expose that concrete floor. He's taken up them wafer-thin mats.
Well, Gargano is doing what Ciampa did in the last takeover already. And those wafer-thin mats are being moved, and it's just cold, hard concrete.
Wouldn't even be disappointed if Gargano did win this.
No, this is the thing, isn't it? I mean, Gargano's story would be told. Ciampa, though, claw in the eye of Gargano, stopping this. And now Ciampa stalking down Gargano. And he suplexed him on top of the barricade. You can hear the forearm shots.
Looking for that draping DDT. But Gargano gets his feet out, pushes Ciampa back first into the ring post.
And now Gargano up on the apron. Ciampa's in a bit of trouble. Here comes Johnny.
Oh, plancher off the ring apron. Takes out Ciampa.
And Gargano saying, no, that's just a start. Throws him on the announce table. Straight onto Percy Jackson / Watson. He managed to keep hold of his tablet. And now Johnny Wrestling is undressing the announce table. And Carlos Cabrera is there, who's a long-time Spanish announce table, going, oh, God, not again. Ciampa's on the chair. Gargano's standing over the top of him. And Gargano's got Ciampa. I wonder what thing he's got planned here. Oh, no, Ciampa's caught Gargano. He's got him. Oh.
Back first over the Spanish announce table.
Well, the move that Ciampa used to hit Gargano off the stage, and Gargano used to take out Ciampa, has just been used there for the Spanish announce table. Referee's counting, and he's up to 4. And NXT Brooklyn Falls just got extreme.
Gargano barely able to register where he is, let alone get up to his feet. But he's up.
And Ciampa throws Gargano in. And what a hell of an impact we see the replay.
Now Ciampa's looking for some toys to play. Finds a chair.
Now Ciampa's in. He's got the chair. And Gargano, they're fighting it with everything he's got.
Big right hands.
But Gargano favouring the lower back. He reached down for the chair. Ciampa with kick to the face. And now I'm sending Gargano down. And the boots now by Ciampa.
Oh, going to come running in with a big knee. Oh, straight on the money.
Well, the fans not happy about this, but this is what Ciampa's going to do. Not only to hurt Gargano, but to keep hold of an NXT title. Oh!
Bang, second knee in the corner.
Now Ciampa telling the referee to sharp as he gets a chair. And he's wedging it next to Gargano's face. Oh, my God. And here comes Ciampa with a knee. Gargano's up low.
Oh, throws that chair straight into Ciampa's knee.
Well, we know the history of Ciampa's leg. The hip surgery he's had on it. And now Gargano's picking up the chair.
Straight to the midsection.
And then hard down on the back, even though we didn't hear the impact of it.
No.
I thought it was going to sound like a gunshot.
Oh, that one, I heard it.
Well, I think he's hitting me with the other way round. That's how sick Gargano is.
With the hard side.
Yeah. And Ciampa now working Gargano now working the midsection of Ciampa with a chair.
Well, that's going to keep him down.
Gargano now putting the chair up in the corner. Looks good to him. Ciampa's in a little bit of trouble. Gargano now picking him up like a javelin.
And the chair's the javelin catcher.
Oh, no.
But Ciampa with the backslide, he's got a sleeper locked in. He's going to make Gargano go to sleep.
And Gargano fighting this. No, not anymore. Well, if he goes to sleep here, yeah, he won't get up at 10.
10.
Will he? And look at using that bottom rope. He can do what he wants and last man standing. Well, has Gargano got anything left? That's the question we got to ask. As Ciampa squeezing the life out, using the second rope now.
Crowd chanting Johnny Wrestling.
Well, now Ciampa thinks he's out. Let's count. Referee now starts.
Crowd are fully behind Johnny Wrestling.
Well, 5 count, but Gargano to his feet.
Ciampa's got it locked back in again, though, as soon as Gargano's up.
Oh, and Gargano had hold of the ropes. Ciampa cut him off low and sends him down again. And now Gargano may be out of this. He's trying to fight with everything he's got.
Ciampa trying to get back to a vertical base. Backs Ciampa into a corner, but Ciampa's like a pit bull, not relinquishing that sleeper hold until the second time into the corner. But now Ciampa's perched on the second rope and he's lifting Gargano's way up as well as choking him out. Oh! But Gargano had Ciampa like a javelin, and the chair was the javelin catcher. Head first into it.
He might have just broke Ciampa's neck there, Gargano, to get out of that, and the chair came flying right back out. And now Gargano on the outside. Got to be impressed by Ciampa getting to his feet at a 6 count. I mean, he's back down again now, but at least he broke the count.
Well, the referee's starting again. Gargano's looking for some toys to play with.
Well, the concrete's exposed there, but yeah, get a table. That's it.
Johnny, get the tables.
Well, Gargano, I think beating Ciampa at this moment in time, I may be wrong, will mean more to him than winning the NXT title down. I don't know what you think about that.
Oh, I wholeheartedly agree with you.
I think the hatred there, one tunnel vision, like we say, is different man, and he just wants to hurt Ciampa, and he set that table up, and below it is concrete, but that's not all.
There's another table to go.
Well, Gargano here, what is he going to do? Set the table up. He's letting Ciampa recover at the moment. We've already seen the announce table go through. And Gargano seems to be happy, but he's leaving the table like that.
Oh.
Well, that's exposed at the moment. That's going to be bad. Gargano on the apron, fighting with everything he's got on Ciampa. And now he's going to try and suplex Tommaso.
He's got one of them fucking table legs.
Oh, my God. What are you doing, Johnny?
Ciampa's fighting out, though. He's got his leg wrapped round the bottom rope.
Well, I don't blame him. Trying to fight out everything he's got. Shot to the face. He's got Gargano up. Oh, my God. Suplex, but Gargano landed back in the ring. Turned around.
Standing switch. German. He's got the grip still on, though.
God, Ciampa there. Second German suplex, but Gargano's got the chair. Oh, and Ciampa realised that. Blocks it.
Got the arm locked.
Oh.
Third German on the release.
Well, that is not good for Johnny Gargano, but the table's still set up outside on that concrete. Ciampa now running in.
Oh, just takes him out with that braced up knee.
Ciampa now got the chair. Right to the midsection of Gargano. Then the cold, hard steel chair to the back. There's only one winner of that. But Gargano showed his toughness getting to his feet, but being broken down by Ciampa. Gargano back to his feet. And here comes Ciampa again. Oh!
Another hard shot to the back.
Well, we know how tough Johnny Gargano is. And Ciampa shouldn't be surprised. Now he's got Gargano. Powerbomb. Oh! Powerbomb into the backstabber. Not once.
But twice.
No, not again.
He's going for the trivecta.
And now here comes Ciampa. Well, Gargano's limp body on the third one there. And Ciampa sets up the chair.
He's going to have a seat and just wait for the count.
Well, that is great by Ciampa. Gargano's out here. Referee up to 5. Ciampa counting along. Gargano's up!
Oh, and delivers a super kick. Sends Ciampa straight backwards off the chair. He's got a bogey hanging out of his nose, which is completely disgusting.
That is massive, though. I tell you what, that's one of the biggest bogeys.
I hope the ref's telling him about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, please, mate. You've got a bogey there. We don't want to ruin the visual of the match.
If I was Gargano, I'd wipe it off straight on Ciampa's bald head.
I would, but Ciampa's beating the snot out of Gargano. Gargano's
He's
in
wiped it
trouble.
on the mat.
Yeah, someone's going to find that later.
There it is. I can see it in the middle of the ring.
And now Ciampa and Gargano in the middle of the ring. They're duking it out. This is for all the marbles here. The NXT title. Friendship gone wrong.
Do you reckon this is what's going to happen between us at the end of this podcast series?
Nah. You're just Gin idiot.
Have a great career in WCW.
Yeah.
Don't mind if I do.
Gargano winning the exchange now with the punches. So Ciampa tries to kick, gets caught by Gargano. And
forearms to the throat. Ciampa ducks underneath it. Big boot to the jaw.
Oh,
the roll up and the kick to the head. Sends Ciampa back to the corner. He deposits Johnny to the outside, though.
Here comes Gargano with a spear. No.
Gets caught by the knee from Ciampa.
Oh, now Ciampa's got him up.
Double underhook, but Gargano turns it into a Hurricane Rana. Step up Enziguri.
They are getting quicker, these wrestlers, I'm sure. Big boot by Ciampa. Gargano comes off the rope, get caught.
German release, but Gargano rolls through. Kick to the head of Ciampa. German release for him.
Ciampa get to his feet, but he thinks he's knocked out. Oh my God, both men run each other clotheslines. And again.
Third time, and eventually both men go down.
But that's how well they know each other.
Double count out.
And now both men swing back to their feet. Oh, I know, that's what I was thinking, but can't put retains, can I? So, and now both men absolutely going for it, swinging everything they got. Oh, Gargano goes slow, goes high. Ciampa with a knee, gets responded by Gargano. Oh.
And then Gargano turns Ciampa inside out of a short arm clothesline.
Well, if anything's better tomorrow and SummerSlam, I'll be surprised in that exchange just then. I mean, yeah, it's not man getting super kicked upside down, but still.
It's telling a great story.
Referee up to 7. Each count's taking a bit more out of the man. As Ciampa goes to the outside, throws a chair into Gargano's path. And Gargano's so out of it, he just wants to attack Ciampa.
Jumps over the top rope. Jumps over the sweep from Ciampa. Oh, running Palancha, but Ciampa sidesteps it. Oh, it's more of a cannonball. But Ciampa sidesteps it. Gargano landing hard back first on the apron.
Oh,
throws him back first into barricade.
No, the stairs are there. Ciampa's got Gargano.
Double underhook face buster to the steel stairs. Shit. Gargano's not getting up.
No, not on those stairs.
I don't want to go to school today, Mommy.
Don't touch me there, Candice. I mean, that is unbelievable. Oh, Ciampa slowly. He's sitting down Gargano. I don't think knows where he is, but he can hear the referee's count at distance. Up to 9. Oh.
Springs up to his feet and barely holding himself up by barricade.
But he might have just jumped out of the... He might have just jumped out of the frying pan into the fire.
No, I thought it was some kind of window.
Complete wordplay.
Words, fine, not good. Head, mine.
I was just like, what's that phrase again? For Gargano here. And Ciampa's still not finished, even those 2 tables there. Bringing out a toolbox. Now, would you usually find in a toolbox, Dan? I know you've got a toolbox. What's in yours?
You find snips, you find... oh, hang on. Ciampa's going around cutting the ropes to hold the ring apron, the ring mat covering down.
So much like last takeover, exposing them. But we've got a lot of heavy-duty hammers as well to probably attack Gargano with. Maybe Ciampa planted that earlier, but you probably use that for the ring anyway. So the foam matting coming up now. I mean, there's not a lot of protection when you think about it, really, is there? Is it the same as outside?
Nah, because outside's concrete, that's timber.
My God, this is what ended Gargano's hopes last takeover. Look at that. That is real hard timber, built well. And there's so many danger spots. Now, if I was a health and safety officer in this particular situation, I would have a couple of problems. That table there, upside down, is not good. Concrete floor exposed, and now the ring. And Ciampa wants Gargano.
Well, Ciampa was on fire, but Gargano's just managed to put that fire out.
And now Ciampa can't see a thing.
I've been tooted, like, don't do nothing like that. Ciampa gets his sight back, but turns into Johnny Gargano, who's wielding a crutch. Straight to the midsection and across the back.
And breaks it, and Gargano smirking.
No, James, he hasn't got a cigarette in his gob, he's just got a smile. As this is the weapon that started this feud. This crutch has been a constant throughout. And it is a symbol as well as a weapon.
Well, it is indeed, and it's been broken over the back of Ciampa, but Gargano nearly got caught there by Ciampa with DDT. Fighting out of it. That's what beat him at TakeOver. And now Gargano's going to fall. Either way, it's not going to be good. Oh my God, Gargano with a kick there. Oh my God, kicks Ciampa in the face. Oh!
Oh. Well, Ciampa lands on the outside of the ring apron, gets caught in a bit of a draping DDT, straight onto that exposed timber.
Well, and that has got to be it. We've got a new NXT champion here. Surely.
Don't call me Shirley, but it looks as if you're right. I don't say that very often.
Well, no, you don't. Gargano gets to his feet using the ropes. Referee up to 7, but Ciampa might be best now just to roll the outside and try and use that ring to hold him up.
Well, he heeds your advice. Tells the referee to stop counting, staggers around for a bit.
Oh!
Jesus Christ, that could have gone wrong on so many levels.
The stairs were there exposed, but Gargano does hit the suicide dive well.
Ciampa rolls to the other side of the ring apron. Gargano with another suicide dive. Drapes him over the announcer's table.
Percy Jackson / Watson there was like, fuck that shit. He went straight as soon as he saw Joe diving.
These two damn crackers.
I don't want to be hit again. Gargano, I'm coming for you, Watson. That's what it looks like. Oh!
Oh, that poor timekeeper. Had his head knocked off.
Well, either timekeeper or technician, cameraman.
While he was distracted, being concerned for the timekeeper, cameraman, ringside technician,
EMT
that was down.
Trainer down, and he got hit in the head with a monitor.
Oh shit! Ciampa comes running towards Johnny, who was perched up against barricade. He had a chair in his hand, and he just sends him straight through.
He sends him straight through the barricade, and now Ciampa burying Gargano with barricade, chair, and the technician that just got knocked down.
And the ring bell table, throwing various items.
Oh my God.
Poor technician.
Mauro Ronaldo better move, otherwise he's getting thrown on this soon. He wants referee to count. Can Gargano rise from the ashes, or this is it?
Ciampa stood on the announce table waiting for him to get up, daring him to get up.
Oh,
Ciampa's moving.
He's alive. Referee up to 8 though. 9. Oh.
Struggles his way to his feet.
And he's saying, is that all you've got, Ciampa?
Well, I don't think it is.
Unbelievable. Ciampa using the chair. We see the replay. That's crushing. What is it going to take?
That poor ringside technician, though. Can someone call his family? Wrestling chant going through the crowd.
Oh. Well, the handcuffs that are involved. Where Ciampa was handcuffed with his hands tied behind his back. Now it looks like it's going to be Gargano. Well, Gargano going to get handcuffed. No, I just thought I saw Jessica Carr there. I might be...
Oh, now Johnny's got the handcuffs.
Ciampa sent into the ring post.
We're going to have a Batista John Cena moment where he tapes his feet around the outside of the ring post so he can't get up.
I think this is a level that we've not seen with these two. I think he's just going to handcuff him, beat the crap out of him. Ciampa going to get caught again. Oh!
But this time he was going to go for his hands behind his back.
Well, I think a tooth just flew out then. And now Ciampa has got bad news for Gargano.
I've got some bad news.
Oh my God, he's gonna hit Irish Curse back break. He's gonna hit White Noise. But now Gargano's got Ciampa.
Ciampa's holding on, fighting out of it. Back and forth between these two guys.
You're going to handcuff him so he can't suplex him. That's what I'd do if I was Gargano. Oh my God, Gargano fights out of it. Ciampa now teetering. So close, fingertip. And Gargano's got hold of the beard. One last left hand. It's waving goodbye. Oh!
Super kick sends him through the table.
And through both tables. And then onto the concrete floor. I mean, he's using the crutch to get out.
Oh, again the crutch comes into play, you clever sausages, you.
Yeah, they really are. He somehow manages to keep his NXT title at the moment. I don't think Gargano realises, or if he knows, he's thinking what to do next. Fight forever's the chant. Well, I don't think Ciampa has got much left in him. And now we see a different side. Gargano.
Okay, fair play.
I will have to kill you now, but still. Gargano going outside. He seems more cool, calm, and collected. Ciampa now walking away. This is not going to be good for anybody as they walk up the ramp. Ciampa walking away and Gargano kicks away the crutch. And now it's Gargano with the right hands. That would be quite cool if they're high up somewhere. Ciampa handcuffs himself. They both came off and Gargano was like fucked up then. Ciampa though sent into
the LED screen.
The huge LED screens there and the lights have gone out from it. Oh, wait a minute.
Gargano escape. Ciampa's tap him. It doesn't matter.
Well, it only matters if the count for 10. Gargano realising Ciampa's still handcuffed. And now he's handcuffing him to the stage. And now Ciampa's got nowhere to go. And I do believe we're going to have a new NXT champion by the way things look. Gargano's got yet another bogey showing up. Bloody hell. And Ciampa's got nowhere to go.
Bouncing Ciampa's head off of like a metal crating thing and then a super kick to the head of Ciampa.
And Gargano saying this is going to be it. I'm going to finish him. Ciampa saying I'm sorry. And Johnny saying I have to do it.
Second kick.
Well, Ciampa now apologising now. That's a nice thing to see. Fans shouting one more time. They want to see Ciampa hurt. Gargano rightly shouting at Ciampa, you did this.
He would beg for mercy, but he's only got one hand, so he can't put them together.
And Gargano's got hold of the beard. You look at my eyes. Ciampa trying to apologise. And here comes Gargano. One last time, like the DIY finisher. This is going to be the end for Tommaso Ciampa. And what's Gargano doing? Maybe he thought better of the current situation. It's almost like he's psyching himself up. He's got the old Gargano, talking about the new Gargano. Now he wants to end it with a knee. And here comes Johnny. Oh!
Did Ciampa duck him, or was that just so much momentum sent Johnny over to the table?
I think it was momentum, because Ciampa's down at this moment, but so is Gargano. Referee counting. Ciampa's back to his feet though.
Oh!
Ciampa fell off the stage onto his feet. Gargano counting out. Ciampa is still your NXT champion. Dan, what do you think of the match?
I thought it was absolutely unbelievable. And again, you know, it was a crazy twist of fate. I just like how everything plays into it. The crutch, even the handcuffs, you know, and the way Ciampa, even though he was begging at the end of it like a snivelling coward, he still managed to come through, and at the end of it, he's smirking.
He's not smirking, but he's still NXT champion. Quite incredible there by this man. And what an incredible event NXT Takeover has been. All right, we'll move on then to the August 19th go-home show, as it were, for NXT Takeover 30. And we started straight off in the ring with Johnny Gargano going against Ridge Holland. And, of course, this was an NXT North American Championship qualifier. A good match between the two. Of course, like I said, management is quite high on Ridge Holland. And Holland couldn't hit the Canadian backbreaker as Gargano managed to work over the arm once again. However, Holland did launch a face NXT out of the ring with a pounce. Gargano went for a tilt-a-whirl DDT but was dropped on the apron instead. As Holland went back inside, he was held in place by Candice LeRae. Gargano kicked the middle rope, catching Holland in the crotch. After that, one final beat connected, and Johnny Gargano is off to Takeover. Our next match was Dakota Kai versus Jessie Camara, and she laid out Camara immediately. Number one contender to the NXT Women's Championship, battered with big kicks, hammer her with two running face washes in the corner. She managed to escape a straitjacket low and roll Kai up for two 2. Rolling heel kick stunned Kai, and Kamina followed up with a leaping forearm sliding knee strike. However, she wasn't able to keep that going. Kai rocked her with a go-to kick and the victory. And after the match, Kai tried to call out the NXT Women's Champion, forcing Io Shirai to rush to the ring. Though Shirai had Kai on the ropes, the captain of the team kick was saved by Raquel Gonzalez. In the ring, Gonzalez planted Shirai with a pump handle powerbomb and left her laying. Backstage, Tegan Nox was asked about Candice LeRae's comments from last week. Nox said they've been friends for years and there are ups and downs in friendships. Nox said that she's ready to talk to LeRae at any time. We get a hype package for Finn Balor and Velveteen Dream. Of course, that'll be our main event, and the next match is Legado del Fantasma versus Breezango and Isaiah Swerve Scott. After working Fandango over in the corner, eventually make it to Swerve, who came in, and he was on fire, baby. He was able to take out Mendoza and Wilde, and the NXT Cruiserweight Champion caught with a knee to the jaw. However, somehow Breeze had tagged Swerve earlier, though the camera never caught it, so when Legado del Fantasma hit Swerve with their finish, it didn't count. Escobar managed to pick up the win, though, still dropping Breeze with a Phantom Driver to win the match. Up next, Pat McAfee brings an entourage to NXT. He then claimed that Adam Cole couldn't handle him by himself, and he knew that the Era would join him in the ring. Cole told Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong to leave the ring so McAfee could get some space. He went over to the highlight confrontation 2 weeks ago where he laid Cole out cold with a punch to the jaw. He said that he would be able to knock out the king of NXT in a minute and a half. The NFL star punter followed up by saying he'd leave Cole unconscious at TakeOver 30. Cole sat back and let McAfee talk when he was done. Cole ran through security to step up to McAfee. Unfortunately, the gang of NFL stars put a stop to that. Cole, with the Undisputed Era backing him, got real close to McAfee and claimed that it'd make him his bitch. Well, up next, Robert Stone Brand versus Shotzi Blackheart and Rhea Ripley. Ripley took Martinez to the floor and powerbombed her over the barricade, sending her out on the uncovered concrete. Blackheart recovered and finished Aliyah, or Nymph, with a senton bomb to get the victory. Not a great start for the Robert Stone Brand. We got a video package for Karrion Kross and Keith Lee. And in the main event, NXT North American Championship qualifier, Finn Balor versus Velveteen Dream. To a stalemate in the early going. And Balor was rocked with some strong rights by Dream, but avoided a high crescent kick in the corner, getting hung up in the process. He was able to take Balor back off his feet with a springboard double axe handle, and followed that with hanging Balor's neck on the ropes. Just as Dream seemed to have things in control, Cameron Grimes came out to cause a distraction. As Dream and Balor continued to fight in the ring, Grimes climbed the ladder and retrieved the NXT North American Championship. Back in the ring, Balor Dream DDT and escaped the Dream Valley Driver, planted Dream with an Isla Hurricane. The shotgun dropkick bounced Dream off the corner. Balor moved up for the coup de grace but was again distracted by Grimes. A suplex from Dream took both he and Balor out. Garner came down to finally put an end to Grimes, sending him off the ladder and into the ref. Balor and Dream took out Grimes and Dream connected with a super kick. Gargano picked up the NXT North American Championship but was attacked by both Bronson Reed and Damian Priest. Dream and Reed took out Priest, and thanks to an attack by Timothy Thatcher, allowed Dream to hit the Purple Rainmaker, him to NXT TakeOver 30. After the match, the NXT North American contenders laid each other out, with Bronson Reed getting the best of the group and holding the belt high above his head. This was a very good go-home show for NXT, and it gets you excited. And of course, we'll all run through the cards in a few moments, but up first, our last classic NXT match of the day, and it is from last year, August 10th, 2019, NXT Toronto. The WNR303, an incredible 2 out of 3 falls match for the NXT Championship. It is Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole.
We told them how many times?
Looking back on it, I don't know. At TakeOver 25, Adam Cole was the better man.
One more? I'll see you later.
One more time. Adam Cole, since joining NXT, you said that you wanted to be at the top. Tonight, you captured the NXT Championship. Just what is going through your head?
I don't know, a little saying called "I told you so."
The Undisputed Era shocks the system again. Adam Cole is the NXT champion.
Johnny Gargano made the mistake of believing he was special, when the fact remains Johnny Gargano is nothing more than a second-rate Adam Cole.
As soon as TakeOver 25 ended, I sat back and I thought, where do I go now? And that's a very real question in my mind. Where do I go now? Because I scratched and I clawed and I got to the top of the mountain. But now what? Now what? I think what I'm going after now is realizing who Johnny Gargano really is.
Definitely come up with a situation to end this before, but it's obviously not enough. At TakeOver Toronto, it will be Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship again, in a 2 out of 3 falls match. This time it'll be a little different. Johnny Gargano gets to pick one of the stipulations, Adam Cole gets to pick the other. And if this does go to a third fall, I will pick the other stipulation.
Adam Cole has chosen straight up wrestling match. I have chosen street fight.
Cole versus Gargano 3.
The book will be closed after this match.
And I also know what happens, and only I know, if this match goes 1 fall apiece. May the best man win.
So Dan, the build up to this has been quite interesting because it's been all about Johnny Wrestling and Adam Cole this past year or so, ever since the vacant NXT title was up for grabs and Gargano finally got to the top of the mountain, but it didn't last long. TakeOver 25 and Adam Cole 2 out of 3 falls, walking away with the championship. Will it be any different tonight, Dan? What we thought of the build up to this?
I think the build up's been good. I do like these long storyline payoffs, and we've seen so many stories on the main roster that start up and are over as quick as you like, and it does get a bit fed up because you don't even have a chance to get invested in this. But especially with just the Johnny Gargano story, it's been something that you can be invested in. You felt for him when he was part of DIY, when Tommaso Ciampa turned on him, and then Johnny kind of treaded water until Ciampa came back. And then, you kind of finally see him overcome his demons by defeating Ciampa, doing whatever it took. He kind of slipped to the dark side a bit to try and overcome that. And, he reaches the top, and then, the man, Adam Cole, kind of comes in and needs to have had a bit of a series going on. And it is a good investment.
Without a doubt, classic encounters, as you say, as Johnny Gargano's come out here. Is that old-style X-Men in a blue and white, maybe trying to look like Wolverine? Yeah.
But, again, with Johnny Gargano, he always wears something extraordinary for the TakeOver events. Johnny Takeover, Johnny Wrestling, whatever you want to call him, Johnny former champion.
Without a doubt, you can always marvel at what he does, but Canada is a very important place for Johnny Gargano as well, because that's where he won the tag team titles with Tommaso Ciampa at TakeOver in Canada, so can lightning strike twice tonight. But the fans were chanting Adam Cole, and they're ready for the NXT champ to come out, and he is really, really grown into position right now of being the man on NXT.
So, you're saying that the roster is lacking. Do you think Adam Cole's kind of keeping the roster's head above water?
I think he really is. I think the Undisputed Era and the storyline going on at the moment is one of the few saving things. Johnny Gargano's been around for a while, but so has Adam Cole, making his debut just, 3 years ago against McIntyre.
Yeah, I was going to say, how did his debut go? He beat down your man, Drew McIntyre.
He did, and what a statement. And now look at him. The crowd heavily invested in everything Adam Cole does.
Well, it is best of 3 falls if it gets to 3 falls. It might be over in 2.
Oh my gosh, huge Adam Cole, baby. But like you said, Adam Cole picked up a straight up singles match because he doesn't want any shenanigans. Even though Johnny Wrestling picked the street fight and Rennie Regal now's picked this crazy steel cage match, but both men just chomping at the bit to get the job done.
Well, before this gets fast and furious, I've gone for Adam Cole.
You gone Adam Cole in this one, and I too, Dan, have gone Adam Cole, which means I do win TakeOver no matter what happens here. But why have you gone Cole for?
Well, I was kind of going for a sort of an Undisputed Era theme today. I went for Strong to get the victory. And, I don't know, I kind of feel Johnny has achieved all he can in NXT.
I think that's fair. I think apart from maybe finishing the story with Ciampa, But technically, I think they could do that on the main roster as well if they told it well enough.
Well, no, because you know exactly what's going to happen if and when they go up to the main roster. They're going to be a tag team called DIY, and there is going to have never been any problems between them whatsoever.
They'll probably have the same storyline. But who's next then for Adam Cole to challenge him for the NXT title?
Well, you know, you've got Velveteen Dream, Pete Dunne, maybe even Cameron Grimes when he beats your guy in the tournament.
Well, we'll see what happens. Of course, they do get a title shot of their choosing, but we'll find out what happens right now. It's 2 out of 3 falls for the NXT title. Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole for the 3rd time.
Or for the... Well, this one is just a straight-up singles match.
And Adam Cole, by himself, wants to get the job done and prove that he's one of the greatest NXT champions of all time. And the crowd, hot for this already, as Gargano's laser-focused.
So where would you say Johnny Gargano rates in the best NXT performers of all time?
I think Gargano's top 3. I think when you look at people from NXT, in my head it's Balor, Zayn and Gargano, and you could chop and change between the 3 really.
No Oscar?
Oscar maybe, but when I think about kind of just the impact, I mean with NXT title, when women's and tag team, I mean it might be slightly different, but I think those are the 3 guys that I'd put. I mean, what 3 would you say? If NXT for you, male superstars?
Male NXT superstars. I would say, yeah, Johnny is definitely top 2, maybe 3. I even think Tommaso Ciampa because, you know, he's kind of achieved a lot. He's had a huge heel turn. He's had, you know, the Puppet Master style. He's been a tag team champion. He's been an NXT champion. So why not have him up there as well? Who else?
Well, I think that Adam Cole as well, you know, is a guy who...
I don't know. I think Adam Cole, in the top 5, he's probably number 6 or 7.
I've got a feeling that he's going to try, you know.
Yeah, you know, maybe if he sticks around in a year or so, then yeah, he probably could climb up the table. But I don't know. I don't think Adam Cole's kind of achieved as much as he can in NXT yet.
I think it's all about the title reign. Like I say, see how he is as NXT champions. There've been 8 NXT champions in the past. But we see in the early go, both men know each other so well. By, you know, Adam Cole going for the last shot, Gargano over the Gargano escape. Neither man can get it and then trying to super kick. And it's just at a standstill.
Well, these guys, you know, they've had a few matches already in the past and they're just chopping and changing. It's like a game of one-upmanship now between these 2.
And Gargano with a Hurricane Runner sending
Cole to the outside and just following up with a huge drop kick through the ropes. So, which way do you see these falls going? Do you think it's going to end up the classic 3 stages?
Yeah, it's got to be that way. So Adam Cole's got a, you know, 2 was, so maybe, yeah, like I said, Cole with the first pin, and then Gargano, because then you don't lose 2 straight, then it might help him out.
Well, no, the way I'm seeing it as is Adam Cole chose this match, so Johnny Gargano chooses the next match, so Adam Cole's and then because William Regal chose the 3rd match, it'll be a bit up in the air, but, you know, eventually Adam Cole's going to win that.
That'd be true, 2 straight falls for Adam Cole as well, so, I mean, it would show that he's definitely deserving to be champ. I mean, if he can beat Gargano here without any help whatsoever, then I think he'll prove that, you know, he is the best at this moment in NXT. As Gargano now is just going to work the leg on Adam Cole.
But I don't know. I don't know if it's just me, but Johnny Gargano seems best when he's going for a title as opposed to defending it.
I think some wrestlers are. You know, I think with Gargano, it's all about the challenge and the chase. There's kind of excitement, like I said, when he is champion. It's like, well, we've got it now. You know, kind of. What do you want to do?
It's the excitement and anticipation.
It's a bit like Becky Lynch, you know, like we were excited when she was chasing it, and then she got it, and we're like, oh, okay, right. And now Gargano's got Cole locked in the submission as he gets to the bottom rope to break it, working on that leg, and of course that's where Cole's offense mostly comes from, with the super kicks and even the last shot.
He's just stomping away at Adam Cole's right leg. But you do something that's going to injure him, and it goes down the line to the next pinfall and the next pin match and the next match. So, you know, it is official to target a body part throughout the whole setup and just go with that.
Well, we saw how bad the injury affected Baszler in the last match as well with the arm. So you know it's going to carry through. And even though she came out with the victory, she wasn't 100%. And that's what Gargano's definitely trying to do now.
And Shayna Baszler had to kind of put herself off her game and change things up. Gargano looking to jump over the top rope to possibly tornado DDT Adam Cole, but Cole fighting it off, and then Gargano looking for that potentially the elevated DDT.
Oh!
But drags Gargano to the outside and wheelbarrow suplexes him back first over the edge of the ring apron, and that looked very painful.
Oh my God, the hardest part of the ring. And Cole's leg might be in trouble, but now it's the lower back of Gargano. Huge impact. Cole throws him back in. And then Cole hits a beautiful net breaker.
Thinking about things though, Adam Cole has held it all in NXT. I mean, if you're going for the tag team titles in the Freebird role, champion and our current NXT champion.
Success has followed Adam Cole, even though it's taken a long time to get to the top, and it's all about staying there as well. And when he's fighting with someone like Johnny Gargano, who again who's done it all in NXT when it comes to North American champion and tag team champion as well.
Another neck breaker from Cole, goes for a cover, but only a 2 count.
2.
What was you saying?
I was at least old.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, even Johnny Gargano's had all 3, hasn't he?
Yeah, as I'm saying, yeah, North American champ, tag champ, DIY, of course.
So can they carry on that kind of success on the main roster when they inevitably move up?
Well, the only thing with hold Gargano back is his height, because, let's not forget when he first came in.
Yeah, but how tall's the current WWE champion? I mean, it's Kofi Kingston. He's no bigger, maybe slightly smaller than Johnny Gargano.
Yeah, but it took Kofi 10 years. So, 11. I mean, he's talking about 11, like Gargano. Yeah, all right, you might get a chance, but it's probably going to be in a decade, So, this is why he's got to be careful.
I don't see that because, especially, since Daniel Bryan, there have been a few smaller champions, and it kind of seems that the WWE Championship is going through its round of having smaller wrestlers representing it. You had AJ Styles, who's not a big guy. You've had Daniel Bryan, Kofi. Neither of them any bigger than Johnny Gargano.
Adam Cole now just trying to wear down Gargano's submission, but Johnny grabs the leg, gets out of it into the ankle lock. But it's hopefully Gargano, but like I said, he first came in with the CWC. He's known as a cruiserweight with the Ciampa. He's got that storyline to go on. But out of the two, I see more success for Adam Cole just because of the Undisputed Era kind of group and where they can go from there as well on the main roster. Don't get me wrong, there's no doubt in how entertaining and great Gargano is. But it's just like you said, that transition.
But again, with every great Johnny Gargano, you need someone that's going to be a thorn in his side. It won't work. The Johnny character won't work unless you have got an Adam Cole, the Tommaso Ciampa, that's always going to try and beat him down and say you're not good enough, and then, he proves himself time after time.
Without a doubt, Cole came off the second there. Gargano had it scouted. Overhead belly-to-belly suplex into the turnbuckle. And though both men finally get to their feet.
Cole struggling to stand up, but both men slugging out in the middle of the ring. Both men ducking each other's shots.
And Gargano with a huge shot to the leg, taking Cole out, sending him into the corner.
Gargano starting to speed things up a bit. Rolls Cole up and then plants him in the side of the head with a kick.
Gargano got thrown on the apron. He came diving in, but Cole had it scouted.
Lifts him up for a suplex. Gargano escapes with a knee to the head. Sit out powerbomb.
A beautiful move there, but only gets 2.
2. It's like a blue thunderbomb, that, wasn't it?
But it just shows the innovation of both men just trying new things because they know each other so well and they have it scouted. So you're going to see all these new moves pulled out. Gargano with the forearms and the chops, and now going for 10 punches in the corner.
Looking for his patented kick to Johnny Gargano, but he had it scouted again. Hung Adam Cole up on the second rope and just dropped all his weight onto that right knee.
And now Gargano's got the figure 4 in.
Is that an inverted figure 4? No, it's a normal figure 4, isn't it?
And he's got Cole caught in the middle of the ring. Cole caught. But he gets shot up at 2.
2. And
now Gargano with the kicks as well. As Cole's just trying to put his body weight to the bottom rope, gets there for a break. And we've still not had a first fall yet as both men still very tentative as Gargano grabs the leg. Again trying the ankle, but a back elbow by Cole. Now he picks him up on his shoulders, but Gargano's fighting off with the elbows. Insecurity, Cole blocks it. Now he's got the wheelbarrow again. And another German into the cover, but Gargano managing to kick out. Now Cole will go for a suplex, clubbing the back of Gargano. Gargano manages to go behind low, dodges insecurity. Cole misses with a kick. Cole sends Gargano into the second rope, springing back with a clothesline, blocked. And then Cole with a super kick.
Gargano with a kick to the head. Cole responds by chopping down a tree of Gargano. Goes up to the second.
And he went for that
Panama Playboy
but,
slam off.
oh my God, got caught by Gargano. Sit down with him. But Cole managed to kick out. And a huge NXT chant as the action just keeps heating up. A huge chop by Gargano sets Adam Cole up on that top turnbuckle. And he might be going for that Panama top, but Gargano holding on. Cole landed on a bad leg.
Gargano off and knees to the gut from Cole. Michinoku driver into the pin, but only a 2 count.
2.
Ooh, she's grossy. Now again, both men matching each other move for move. Super kick attempt block. So was Cole's. Clotheslines ducked and then double clothesline each other down.
Well, looked like Cole went for the wheelbarrow there, but Gargano had it blocked, sent Cole face first into barricade, threw him back in.
Springboards over the top rope, catching with a DDT into the cover, but only a 2 count.
2.
Super kick off the edge of the apron. And now Cole's in trouble as he gets thrown back in the ring. Gargano springboarding through, but getting caught with a kick to the head. Cole follows it up with a second to the jaw. Uchi Garushi.
You sound just like Mo Ronaldo calling that then.
Wow.
Can only get a 2 though.
2. Why do you need to go Japanese? We're not fucking watching NJPW. This isn't the Japanese commentary. Why don't you just say fucking neck breaker?
Suplex neck breaker.
Suplex. Yeah, the old boing flip kick in your head.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what Ronaldo Maro's like.
Mamma mia! Alright, mate, reel it in a fucking bit. He only fucking DDT'd him.
Well, Cole's getting frustrated. He's not the only one. He says Gargano back to the turnbuckle. Now we maybe starting to think he can't get the job done.
Well, he's shown he can get the job done, but I don't know. Does Cole think he's got something to prove? Is it not just like is actually overcoming Mr. NXT?
I think this is the thing. And on the night, can he get the job done? This is a question that Cole's asking himself in the back of his mind. Is Gargano tonight?
Well,
Journey...
hang on a minute, but Adam Cole's going out to grab a steel chair, and if he uses it, he will be getting disqualified.
And the referee telling him just that.
He's just wasting time now. Oh! Well, distracting the referee while he's getting a chair out, and he just kicks Gargano square in the plums.
But somehow Gargano's still managing to kick out.
Ow!
And bad balls and all, Gargano is still in this one. And Cole's plan didn't work.
And now Cole's picked up the chair. He's going to take a seat and just pose in front of Johnny Gargano as he lays on the floor, and I'm sure every man knows what it's like to have your balls kicked.
Well, what a mockery Adam Cole is making of Gargano, just taunting him with a chair. No, maybe it's his thing for the fences.
Well, James, I don't want to say it, but I've already told you my plans. In a 2 out of 3 falls match, I would use a steel chair, risk getting disqualified for the first one, and beat the fuck out of him enough so I can get the next 2 pinfalls easy.
Well, Cole super kicked Gargano, but he's back up with a chair. Referee saying, don't do it.
And Gargano's got himself disqualified, given Cole the first fall. But is it wise from Gargano?
Well, like I said, it's the strategy you'd use, but Gargano seems happy about that as well.
He knows he's using my strategy.
And now it's a street fight, so anything goes.
As he just beats the granny out of Adam Cole with a steel chair.
He must have hit him at least 8 times.
At least 12 times.
And the chair was actually broken.
And now it's Gargano's chance to have a seat.
Gargano now saying, that's why it's a street fight.
Fucking hell. Gargano just throws the chair at Cole, who's on the outside, and dives through the ring out.
And Cole now trying to jump over barricade.
Escaping into the fans.
Well, we know about the Gargano escape, but Cole's trying to escape from Gargano. As he grabs hold of him.
Got a fan's cup and just bounces it over the head of Adam Cole. He probably paid $30 for that.
And the fans who think probably didn't have the best seats can now see the action close up.
As Gargano's just dragging Cole around the arena, bouncing his head off everything and anything.
And Gargano just bouncing Adam Cole's head off anything he can get. Now Gargano up.
Bang, double axe handle smash onto the head of Cole.
But does he seem more confident with Gargano? Does he seem... I mean, even that, you know...
You say confidence, he just grabs a fan's phone and takes a selfie of himself with them.
He seems more comfortable now. He's got control of this. And like I said, maybe it was game plan all along.
But Adam Cole starting to fight back now. As Gargano got a bit too cocky and complacent.
Well, Gargano's going to try and suplex, but Cole's fighting off. He's fighting for his life right now.
Gargano comes back with a huge super kick. Is a straight falls count anywhere, or is it still got to be done in the ring?
I think it's still got to be done in the ring, but referee's out with him at the moment, just checking. And there's a walk away around the arena. And now Cole's on the chair.
Oh, gets pushed into all the sound staging area and that. Cole's still fighting back, doing the best he can. I don't know whether he is just to escape Gargano. Oh, and they've made the ring announcers area collapse.
Gargano jumped across, landed on Cole through the barricade, and it came down like the walls of Jericho.
Not allowed to say that word in WWE.
What is it? What? Did he actually say that? Copycat. And now Gargano on the announce table, and he's moving all the monitors. He's got the bottle of water, making sure that's safe. Well, the fans want the tables, they're definitely getting them now.
Pedigree. No, Cole dropping to one knee, fighting out, raking the eyes of Gargano.
Any means necessary to survive, and now he's got Gargano. Double underhook blocked by Gargano.
Oh! Now he reverses it, flips Cole over, sends him into the announce table. Cole looks like he's got a bullseye on his forehead.
And Gargano has put a beating on Adam Cole.
In any language, Mauro Ronaldo sounds like a...
And Cole is in serious trouble. And anybody thought Gargano might have made a mistake, I think right now, with a smile on his face, Cole is completely out of it.
Well, Cole really hasn't had a look in this fall. And Johnny Gargano was looking to climb into the ring, but he says, nope, I haven't done enough just yet. And in the eyes of the Dudley boys, Gargano, get the tables!
Gargano's bringing the hardware in, and he just wants to put a hurt into Adam Cole. I don't know if he's finished just yet.
One more table. Hey, listen to me. He's getting another table.
What's better than one table? Two of them.
Two. Johnny Tables. That's a new one.
Now Johnny just thrown a couple of chairs in as well.
We need a ladder.
Oh my word, what a huge shot there by Adam Cole.
Was that the last one?
I think it was the last one. I think it's Shining Wizard. And now he's got Gargano with a chair there. Shushika Roshi on the chair, goes for the cover. But Gargano kicks out.
What's that move called? The Itchy Bad Rasher.
And now Cole's setting up that chair between the top and second turnbuckle.
They're going to bounce Gargano's head off that chair set up in the corner, but Gargano blocks it. Fighting back the best he can.
Oh my God, trying to pick up Adam Cole.
Looking for the snake eyes, but Cole fakes going high, hits low. Gargano fights out. Oh, snake eyes.
Oh my God, Cole went straight in there like a javelin.
And the chair was the javelin catcher, and straight into the Gargano escape. Adam Cole taps almost immediately. Levels things up here.
And one each as we head into the third and final fall. And we now know it's going to be the steel cage match. But you got to think Cole is on the way out at the moment. Gargano dominating.
And all the officials there, they're rushing around to prepare the ring for the hellacious structure that William Regal's come up with.
Yeah, he's got
Johnny Gargano looks happy to see it coming down.
Yeah, he got weapons surrounding it. Looks like barbed wire there, steel chairs, extinguisher kendo stick. This is really an asylum they're locked in. And we see the highlights of what we've already seen. Of course, first of all, disqualification. Gargano using the chair. And the second one, Cole goes face first into the steel chair. And Gargano escape, had no choice. But Cole using a bit of sense there, tapping out so quickly. And knowing maybe later on he's going to have to hold on for dear life.
As the referees are preparing the ring, we get a quick replay of everything that's gone on in the past couple of falls. So, theoretically, Adam Cole hasn't actually won a fall. Johnny Gargano lost the first one and won the second one.
Yeah, so I mean, this is on to see if Cole can actually pin Gargano, or is he going to fluke his way with the NXT title on the line?
And Johnny Gargano has got a really crazed look in his eyes. He sees like all the accoutrement. There's chains, there's chairs attached to the cage, there's sledgehammers, there's ladders, there's everything you could ever imagine.
So the steel cage has lowered around the ring, hired around the cage. This is a question that we're going to ask.
That's a throwback to episode 1 or 2. And you can't win by escaping the cage. You have to win via pinfall or submission.
And the bell rings, and Cole is going to climb, try and go for one of the weapons. Gargano blocks, and now the fight is on. And now both men just trading. Gargano's getting the advantage.
Cole with a kick. Gargano springs off the ropes into another kick. Hits a tornado clothesline.
And just turns Adam Cole inside out.
Now Gargano goes for a weapon, got himself a kendo stick.
But a huge super kick by Adam Cole. He grabs himself a kendo stick.
And we've got a couple of lightsabers going at it now.
Gargano responded with a super kick, and now both men trading.
And they're just whacking the hell out of each other with the kendo sticks. Both men with super kicks. Jesus Christ.
And there's two men who just won it. You talk about who wants to be the best.
Sorry about that, but as it panned to the crowd, I saw a Spurs shirt in the crowd. We got the Udos.
Both men down. Gargano grabbing a chair.
Gargano not able to get to his feet, but setting up a couple of chairs.
This is awesome chance. And Gargano's going up and looking at that ladder.
Oh no, Adam Cole fighting him off.
Good old William Regal as well, Mr. Regal, sick sadistic son of a bitch as he is. What match could it be? A steel cage full of weapons. Oh my God, Gargano off the ladder.
Well, hanging on to the ladder. A lovely head scissors takedown. Reverse Rana. We saw Candice LeRae do that earlier.
And now Adam Cole just sitting on a chair that's set up.
Super kick to Cole. 1, 2, no. Cole managing to kick out.
I don't know what these two guys are going to do to each other. I don't even know if they'll be able to walk at the end of this. They're getting fight forever. I mean, they've been fighting for about half hour now, and the fans want them to just carry on.
At least 40 minutes this match has been going for.
Gargano setting up the table.
Gargano's got the table up. Drags it to the... What could be going through his mind here?
He's looking up high as Cole with a chair responds to the midsection.
Cracks over Gargano's back. What's Cole looking for now?
Just another steel chair that was hanging up, but gave Gargano a chance.
Oh, Gargano looking to ram Cole head first into it, but Cole turns it around and sends Gargano face first into that steel chair that was dangling from the side of the cage.
Now then Cole using the kendo stick as a walking stick to get to Gargano.
Oh, and he uses a kendo stick as like a backstabber. Goes for a cover, but only a 2 count.
2. And you can see the marks and the welts on the back of Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. And now, oh my God, what is Cole doing?
He set up a couple of chairs behind Johnny Gargano. Looks like he's going to try and cause some serious harm as he sets Johnny wrestling up in the corner, perched in a very precarious position. He's looking for a superplex off that second rope.
Well, he's trying to end Johnny wrestling right now. And Gargano holding on for dear life.
Well, he puts the fire inside Cole out.
And the fire stick was there, perfect, and he used it. Oh my God!
Jesus. Tornado DDT onto the steel chairs that was set up. I think he actually hit the back of one of the chairs as opposed to the flat surface.
Oh my God, that could have killed Adam Cole there. Honestly, that was sick impact. Oh my God, right on the edge. Well, Cole wasn't fucked up before.
He will be after that. As Gargano's got himself a kendo stick. He's plain and simply beating the fuck out of Adam Cole.
And Gargano just putting a beat in the Cole, but he's looking up and oh my God. He sees something that's caught his eye. It's a sledgehammer. We're talking about Triple H. And now Adam Cole's going up to try and get it. And it's like Triple H's son's fighting over us. Which one will be able to use it? Oh my God.
Jesus Christ.
Gargano takes Cole out. But no, Adam Cole managed to kick out.
Sunset flip into a powerbomb. Very impressive from Johnny Gargano.
Sickening stuff. The impact. Like being thrown out of a moving auto vehicle.
Gargano going back up. Wants to get that sledgehammer. Finally got his hands on it.
Well, a great equaliser, and this will definitely get the job done. Gargano's had a crazed look, and now more serious than ever.
Oh, but response to the incoming Gargano with a super kick. Follows it up with a second.
And what the hell is Adam Cole looking to do? The ladder's there.
Simply throws a chair off the top. Luckily enough, Gargano misses, but he hits a Panama Sunrise into a cover.
Oh.
No, Gargano managing to...
And Gargano is out, but it's still in this match. Got a faraway look in his eyes. It looks like a war zone in there at the moment.
Well, we've had a table set up for a long time, and in the rules of matches where tables are involved, the match can't end until the table has had someone put through it.
Well, that's true. That the ladder's been set up. I don't know if Adam Cole knows where he is. You're not fighting for the North American title now. And Gargano slowly getting to his feet. I think Cole's got an idea. Another Panama Sunrise. Oh my God.
Halfway up the ladder, hits the Sunrise. 1, 2, no. Only a 2 count.
2. And the shock on Adam Cole's face must have been up at least 8 feet.
At least 7.5 feet.
Crumpled to a heap. But he's got the heart and the determination of a champion and a warrior. And that's why Johnny Wrestling is still in this. He probably thinks he's fighting Tommaso Ciampa at this point. And each of these men take so much punishment, but I don't think it's over yet.
Well, Gargano trying to get a kendo stick. Cole put his foot against the back of Gargano. Adam Cole looking to put the last shot towards Gargano, but Gargano just falls under his own weight, unable to stay up.
The fans shouting Yowie Wowie as well, I can't believe it. Now Gargano's face being put on that steel chair.
Well, Gargano can't keep himself up, so Cole's going to use a chair to keep Gargano upright as he comes charging towards. Oh no, Gargano moving out of the way. Cole hitting the last shot on the chair.
Well, bad leg and all, where Adam Cole comes back to haunt him.
Gargano locks in the STF, using the kendo stick for extra face. But Adam Cole biting the thumb of Gargano. That's one way to escape.
Well, it's illegal as a headlock as Cole gets separation now.
Oh yeah, this match is so savage, I'm going to hit a tree.
Well, Gargano grabs his hammer and so does Adam Cole. Both men fighting off. Oh!
Jesus Christ, Gargano with a shot to the ribs with that hammer. I think Adam Cole might have internal bleeding.
And this might be it. Cole may be out. Gargano's got the table.
Rearranging the furniture.
And this is just sick. Gargano set up the table now. He's got an idea. And Gargano's getting the other table. Well, Cole's out. Is this a mistake, do you reckon? Setting up the tables rather than trying to just pin Adam Cole?
I think it is, yeah. I mean, if he locked in the Gargano escape, I don't think Cole would have any other option but to tap out. But I think this is more than the victory for Johnny Gargano. I think he wants to prove a point and make a statement to, you know, someone who he believes is probably one of the biggest things in NXT at this moment in time.
And do you think that's where the story comes from with like Johnny Wrestling? If this was Gargano maybe a year and a half ago, he wouldn't have gone to this end to do this, you know, thanks to Tommaso Ciampa, the kind of way he got turned. This is a new side of Johnny.
Well, I think, you know, as you say, you know, Johnny Gargano's got to do everything necessary. It's not just winning matches for him, it's proving points, it's making statements, it's showing that he belongs.
Without a doubt, and a statement here is Cole's on the 2 tables, Gargano's going up the ladder.
Well, Cole rolls off the tables and just crawls away to the opposite, forcing Gargano to climb down the ladder and pursue him.
You've got to think how difficult it is for Adam Cole to even breathe at the moment in time.
Well, that's going to make it even harder, whacking a kendo stick across your back.
And now Cole on a second turnbuckle and Gargano! Oh my fucking God!
Fuck!
Gargano was like a Canadian destroyer off the top.
Jesus Christ.
Still couldn't put Adam Cole down. Oh my God.
Well, when in Canada, do as the Canadians do, and I think he destroyed half of Canada with that move.
What's that all about, eh? The fans still trying to fight forever now. Gargano.
What is in that bag?
He's got the bag and
brass knuckles. Fucking hell, William Regal definitely did set this match up.
Well, Pliers, I thought it was going to be thumbtacks. And where is Gargano going up to the barbed wire? On the razor sharp barbed wire, Gargano's cutting it.
Gargano's got himself a piece of that barbed wire.
And this doesn't look good for Adam Cole.
Absolutely not.
As Gargano coming down, taking it to the extreme.
And Cole spots what Gargano's doing. And I think he wants out of there.
Well, you can't win via escape, but even because that's why the barbed wire's round in the first place.
Well, there is Gaga, no escape for Adam Cole.
And now he's up, and there's like a kind of table up there as well. Cole's on it, Gargano's chasing him down. And the fans on their feet, the barbed wire in Gargano's hand.
Both men fighting in a very, very precarious position. One false move, and this could be career-ending for someone.
The fans shouting, please don't die. It's nice they appreciate that, but they're up. They must be at least 15 foot in the air.
At least 20 foot up there in the rafters.
Now Gargano with a headbutt's got the advantage. And now he's got the barbed wire, going to try and use it to Cole. Can't cut him off!
Oh!
Oh my God, both men down! Through the table!
Cole with the arm across. And that is that.
Oh my God. When you win the matches, you always kind of want a big stunt. So look at the distraction.
Look at the back of Adam Cole. I mean, there's fucking hell. Splinters in the back.
Well, how could they take it up a next level? I just think they did. That was unbelievable. They nearly missed. Look at the cut. Nearly missed the table, first table. Completely missed the first table. Hit the second table. What a match that was. I mean, I don't know where to dissect it from. We're the kind of three completely different matches. There we go. Look at the replay. Oh my God.
Jesus Christ, the impact. Can we see it from Coyote Cam?
Oh my word. We're up here. Jesus. Well, that was unbelievable stuff by Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. What a great match that was, showing that even if it's the third time they have met, they set the standard. But I don't want to say any more, because the next time they face each other, they may well kill each other with this one. Dan, what are your thoughts?
Absolutely, yeah. Well, you know, I was wondering how things was going to change when Ciampa wasn't in the picture no more, and these two have kind of taken that story and progressed with it. And again, with Adam Cole, you know, we've always discounted him because he always had some help from the Undisputed Era, but he done this all on his own. And Gargano as well, you know, it's Adam Cole didn't get any winning shots in. You know, this was Gargano chasing him up there, trying to use a barbed wire, both of them falling off, and it was just pure luck that Cole managed to drape his arm over Gargano, who is still down and out, as Adam Cole gets assisted out of here by his Undisputed Era brothers.
What an absolute banger that was. Alright, so let's just run through the card then for the NXT Takeover show here tonight. We're on the kickoff show, which is going to start half hour early. It's Breezango versus Legado del Fantasma versus Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan in the number one contendership match. Now, I love Lorcan and Burch. Of course, they're a favourite tag team here on the WNR, and Breezango have been very, very entertaining. But I think Legado del Fantasma have the certain special something. They've been undefeated since they started in NXT. They're obviously getting built up for a reason. They've got the Cruiserweight Championship. With Imperium, with two heels going against each other, would they do it? I think there's a chance they will. But I do like Lorcan and Burch as well. And of course, if they were to win the match, it's going to be very interesting to see. Hopefully, it's going to be very fast-paced and starts the kind of pre-show off with a bang. We then got Finn Balor versus Timothy Thatcher, which has just been added to it as well. And this is going to be a very interesting match. Of course, Finn Balor, since has it kind of failed the experiment after all the excitement has gone? I definitely think there's a possibility of that. Does he need a victory against Thatcher? I think, personally, Timothy Thatcher has been fantastic in NXT, you know, beating Matt Riddle straight away in their big feud. I think a victory over Finn Balor tonight sends shockwaves through the NXT roster. Of course, I know we can cross as a big heel, but I think Thatcher is something a little bit different that we haven't really seen, you know. Does Balor need to win? I don't think he does, but a loss will put into question a lot about Finn Balor, about where he is and is he really comfortable in WWE as well. It's kind of a weird thing to see. We've got, of course, the ladder match for Johnny Gargano, Velveteen Dream, Damian Priest, Cameron Grimes, Bronson Reed for the North American Championship. The last ladder match for the North American title, absolute banger, there's no doubt about that. Can the same be said? I think we look at giving someone a chance. Gargano and Dream, of course, been there and done that before. I think maybe Damian Priest has a chance to shine. Grimes has really impressed me, but Bronson Reed is the man to beat, I feel, in this match. He's got the momentum behind him, and I think that would be a great shout to give someone that's not really had that much opportunity. Would I be upset if Damian Priest was to win? I think he needs to, otherwise there's going to be a lot of comparisons to how Baron Corbin in NXT and what Damian Priest is doing as well. For Gargano, he needs to move up to the main roster. The Velveteen Dream, there's been a lot of trouble about that. That's why I don't think they're going to give him the victory here tonight. And Cameron Grimes, again, would be a pleasant surprise as well. Not many takeovers, or the matches that I'm not looking forward to, so to speak, but don't expect that great a match. And this is definitely one. Adam Cole versus Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee is a guy that I didn't know much about. American football's not really my thing. Of course, being in WWE and NXT, and of course when the angle started, it was quite interesting, and it leads to a match Is this Vince McMahon maybe having his hands on NXT a bit too much with his celebrity involvement, or is Triple H happy for this? Do we really need it? I don't think Adam Cole can lose. He's the longest reigning NXT champion, and if he does, it would just, I think, will be quite embarrassing. Can McAfee shock us all and actually pull out a hell of a match? I hope so. I might not agree with it, but let's hope they do deliver, unless it turns into a Velasquez-Lesnar match, which would be horrible for all of us. Co-main event, Io Shirai versus Dakota Kai for NXT Women's Championship. I've been really impressed with Dakota Kai. The heel work she's been doing has been brilliant. She's got the arrogance to her, and Raquel Gonzalez is definitely someone who's got the it factor and can definitely change it. And of course, we saw it in NXT laying out Io Shirai. Can she play a role? Dakota Kai winning wouldn't shock me as much as maybe some of the other results on the card, because I think she's working so well. Io Shirai can do no wrong at this moment in time. She is just going from strength to strength, and I feel that with Io, just keep going. Don't mess it up at the moment. Don't send her up to the main roster. There's enough about her to keep her strong and entertained, and I think this should be a really interesting matchup. And finally, the main event, Karrion Kross versus Keith Lee for the NXT Championship. Now, this is a very interesting matchup. We've seen Karrion Kross just dismantling Tommaso Ciampa in Your House Takeover and dominating anybody since then as well, taking out Dominik Dijakovic, getting in Keith Lee's head. It all sense and all seems that the countdown is coming to Karrion Kross winning the NXT title. I feel Keith Lee, if he loses it first time round, it's not going to look good. I don't think many, if any, NXT champions have lost it so soon after defending. And I think Keith Lee needs, he can get battered and beaten, but I think he needs to come out a winner tonight. You can build up towards Survivor Series. You're carrying Kross and Keith Lee again, and Kross getting the job done. But I think right now, Keith Lee needs to come out on top of this one. I think looking over the TakeOver card, I think it has potential, most definitely. I think the ladder match for that surprised a lot of people, really. Not expecting a lot from Dakota Kai. I think she can definitely hang with Io Shirai. And the main event should be great as well. As for the other factors of Pat McAfee, who knows? So that is it. Don't forget, we're across all the social media at the WNR Podcast. I'm at the WNRJR. We're also on Facebook, the WNR Podcast, and Instagram. Across all the Google platforms, send us an email to WNRPodcast@gmail.com. We're on YouTube, WNR Podcast, for all the latest clips and podcasts at the same time on YouTube as do SoundCloud on your phone. Also Stitcher and iTunes, where you can download, subscribe, rate, and review there. So that is it. Our next episode is tomorrow night, when we look at SummerSlam from 2015 to 20. We're going to run through the card as well and bring you all the latest news from that. But until then, I have been James Rowlands. Thanks for listening, everybody, and bye.